Did Donald Trump just say that Vladimir Putin fought in World War II? That's the question lighting up the internet after a short video clip from a recent White House press conference went viral. In the clip, Trump, answering a question about military parades and US history, starts talking about Russia's role in World War II. And then he drops this line. Now, in all fairness to him, he lost 51 million people, and he did fight. Russia fought. Sort of interesting, isn't it? He fought with us at World War II and everybody hates him. Cue the confusion. Social media exploded with outrage, memes, tweets, and hot takes all over the place, accusing Trump of suggesting that Vladimir Putin, who was born in 1952, personally fought in World War II, which ended in 1945. That's a 7-year gap, for anyone keeping score. So what exactly happened here? Let's break it down. Trump's comments were, let's just say, a little ambiguous. He was talking about a conversation he'd had with Putin about the shifting alliances since 122. The "he did fight and he fought with us" lines? Yeah, pretty easy to see how those might get misinterpreted, especially when cut into a short, viral clip. But if you dig into the full exchange, it seems more likely he was using "he" as shorthand for Russia itself, or maybe for Russian leadership in general. It's not uncommon in political speech to use a leader as a stand-in for an entire country. Still, that's not the kind of nuance that survives on the internet. Fact-checkers and even some Trump supporters jumped in to clarify, saying, no, Trump doesn't think Putin is 90 years old. He was trying to make a broader point about Russia's role as an ally in World War II, and why, in his words, everybody hates him, meaning Russia, while former enemies like Germany and Japan are now US friends. But here's where it gets even messier. Trump also threw out the claim that Russia lost 51 million people during WWII. Not only is that number wildly high, but it also folds in a classic Kremlin talking point that downplays the losses of other Soviet republics like Ukraine, which lost millions too. Most historians put the Soviet Union's total World War II losses between 20 and 27 million. The timing of all this? Not great. Trump made these remarks while Russia's war in Ukraine continues, and critics pointed out that he's recently softened his stance on Russia, even holding off on new sanctions, and urging Republicans to delay tariffs on Russian oil. So a slip-up about Putin and war, not exactly what his foreign policy critics wanted to hear. At the end of the day, did Trump really think Putin fought the Nazis? Most likely no. But it's a perfect example of how a few ambiguous words, clipped and shared, can spark a viral controversy, especially in today's hypercharged political climate. So, next time you see a headline that makes your jaw drop, take a breath, maybe watch the full tape before you join the outrage. Thanks for watching. If you want more breakdowns like this, hit subscribe. See you next time.